The state of the Premier League. What one interesting topic. Welcome back to the JVM Football channel, where you can find game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. If you are interested and would like more football content like this, please subscribe to the channel. Today I'll be going over the state of the Premier League and pretty much going over my predictions and how things are planning out so far. So for my prediction, this is how the top 5 would look like by the end of this season. City would finish first, Liverpool would come second, Chelsea would come third, followed by United and then Tottenham. Those were my predictions for the season, and I made 6 videos explaining each team in depth. In this video I'll be doing an overlook of how each team has been performing, and then in the next few weeks I'll be going deeper into how each team has been performing, who the top players have been, and etc. So I want to start this video by saying, wow, Chelsea have been exceeding expectations at a level I just didn't think was possible. Coming into this season, I picked Chelsea to finish third for the reason that I thought that Chelsea would not be able to come out in those tough, tight games against those tough, tight oppositions that we all know exist in the Premier League. So far this season in the Premier League, Chelsea have only lost one game. In 12 games played, they've only lost one game. And this is something that I think would be happening more often. Not because I think that the quality around the squad is not good enough, but because I just thought that Chelsea didn't have that it factor, that player that would take them to the next level. You look at United, they have Bruno, Ronaldo. You look at Liverpool, they have Salah, Trent, Mane, Firmino on his day. Thiago if you wanted. Look at City, then City, they just have too many players like that. Foden, Gundogan, Grealish, I mean the list is endless. But at Chelsea I just thought, well, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, I didn't really believe in these guys, Hudson-Odoi, but this team has been just coherent all around. And he's also been showing the way. For example, Reece James has been playing. Reece James is a fullback turned he's a right back turned fullback, and he's been outperforming most players this season. Reece James may just be the young player of the season. Sometimes I forget Reece James is only 21. He's playing like one of the best football players in the world right now. And this is part of the system. This is a byproduct of the coherence around the Chelsea squad. Even a guy like Sarr, he's also been excellent this season. The young defender Trevor Chalobah, I don't want to be mispronouncing his name, also been excellent. One of my favourite players in this Chelsea team has been Mateo Kovacic. I feel very sorry for Kovacic after he left Real Madrid, but not anymore. This guy has been showing why he was one of the main players in that 3P. He's just, when you watch Kovacic, it's just how easy he gets out of those type positions, how easy he gets the ball back. Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, Saul. Chelsea have some of the best defensive / centre midfielders in the Premier League. Thiago Silva is another guy who, of course we all know who Thiago Silva is. We all know what Thiago Silva has done. We all know what he's about. But you'd think that coming into the Premier League, maybe he's looking to retire and whatnot. But no, Thiago Silva has been on it. And I think the game against Tottenham exemplifies that perfectly. Scoring a winner which broke the ice to allow Chelsea to go and run rampant against Tottenham. Ben Chilwell is another fullback that has been performing outstandingly. Again, Reece James and Bill Chilwell are a product of this amazing system that Tuchel has planned out. Tuchel is a genius, and this team is, it's like Tuchel came in and unlocked all the potential in the squad. A guy that has been, in my opinion, underperforming has been Romelu Lukaku. And although I've praised Tuchel a lot so far, I want to give Tuchel some slack here, and because he hasn't yet found a way to get the best of Lukaku. And I'm not going to blame too much on this because the team has been outperforming. All of the players have been outperforming as well. Mason Mount scoring a hat-trick, Chilwell and James running rampant. Even Werner coming back into shape. So I'm not going to give him too much slack for that, but it is what Conte was talking about. When you have a guy like Lukaku in your team, you need to find a system that complements him. The second thing I'm going to talk about in this video is Manchester City. Wow, I picked City to win the league. I still think that City will win the league. That loss against Crystal Palace really set them back. Those are the 3 points which are separating them from Chelsea. And from now on, I don't see City losing many games. Again, Tuchel is a genius, but Guardiola has been a genius ever since he took over the Barcelona side. The way he's been getting the best of guys like Gundogan and Rodri in the midfield. Jack Grealish came in and he's been able to perform at an extremely high level as well. Bernardo Silva this season has been spectacular. I have a video for Bernardo Silva already on the locker. Gabriel Jesus, the way Guardiola has entrusted faith into him and at the same time getting the best out of him, that's what you call perfect man management. Phil Foden, of course, Guardiola's golden boy, amazing as well. And yeah, you also have De Bruyne, but I want to focus on the two Portuguese guys on this team, João Cancelo and Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, I think he was especially shown in that game against Liverpool and United, and there was also another game, I forgot which game it was. I think it was against Everton. Bernardo Silva is a gem. Sometimes in prior seasons he wouldn't perform as well as the other guys in the teams in terms of numbers, and I would give him slack saying that he was overrated. Bernardo Silva is everything but overrated. This guy is spectacular, and much props to Guardiola for getting the best out of him and for entrusting faith into him. If I was the manager, I would have gotten him out of the team, and maybe that's why I'm not a football manager. Guardiola sees things that other managers just wouldn't see, and the way he's been able to use Bernardo Silva, manage him, not giving as much minutes here and there, but then giving him enough minutes on other occasions. This team is just fluid, and I still think they'll win the league. I still think they're the best team in the Premier League. They have the best manager. So yeah. Third thing I'm going to say in this video is Liverpool. Wow, I picked Liverpool to finish second this season. In the most predictions that I saw online, especially on YouTube, they had Liverpool finishing third or fourth. I knew this would not happen. If you saw Liverpool in 2018 and 2019, from 2018 to 2020, you knew what this team is about. That last season, with all the injuries that happened, they still finished third. If you've been watching Liverpool for time, you know what this team is about. Trent wasn't in the Euro thing because of the injury, and even before that, he was not being selected for friendlies. But look at Trent now. Trent is Liverpool's best player apart from Mo Salah. And some, if you go into some websites and check stats and stuff, some will tell you that Trent has been Liverpool's best player. And then of course you have the Egyptian King, who has been sensational for another season. I mean, at this point Salah is just one of the greats in the Premier League. There's just no arguing this. Salah is a great. The numbers speak for themselves and the performances speak for themselves. That game against Manchester City, that goal was just beautiful. Keita has been showing out as well. I didn't think Keita would be having the impact he's been having on the team. But although I want to praise them, I want to also say that Mane and Firmino need to pick up some slack. Not that they have been underperforming, but simply that with the way Salah and Trent have been playing, you would want these guys to actually, I'm going to take this back because not to Firmino but to Mane. Mane has been spectacular this season. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mane has scored 7 goals in 12 games this season in the Premier League alone. So I take that back from Mane, but I'm going to keep that for Firmino. Firmino needs to pick up on some slack that's been left. Not that he's been awful or anything, but just the way Mane, Salah and Trent have been performing, Firmino needs to reciprocate that as well to take the team into that next level if they want to win the league. They are currently sitting 4 points as well. That loss against West Ham as well as skipping them really from this first place. So from now on as well, if Firmino and some of the other guys can pick up some of the slack and perform at that high level that everyone else is performing, especially Salah and Trent, they are another team which I see going on a free horse race with Chelsea and Man City. The next thing I want to talk about is props to David Moyes. West Ham last season especially, they were a team that you looked at and you thought, okay, they performed well, but maybe it's just going to be a one season wonder. But West Ham have been excellent this season, beating Liverpool, knocking out Manchester United. So yeah, props to David Moyes. Props as well to Mikel Arteta. Again, I'll be making individual videos for each of these teams. I'm not speaking on them specifically because I don't want to make this video too long. It's already 11 minutes. As well, Wolves are back in shape. Video on Wolves coming back soon as well to see how they have been able to pick things back up. Brighton have been killing it this season as well. And finally, I want to talk about actually before the props to Tottenham as well. They've been this is gonna sound weird because I'm saying props to Tottenham and when they are 7th, but I mean this because even as bad as they have been to still be 7th, and my expectations for Tottenham were a bit lower. Nuno got sacked, expected. They got in Conte, massive achievement, and they'll be going forward strong. And yeah, the last thing I want to talk about Manchester United. I've already made a video on United yesterday, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, individual videos on each team coming out soon. I just wanted to have a little talk on how my predictions have been comparing to how the teams have been performing lately. And yeah, thank you very much for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. This is the beginning of something special, and it would mean the world to me if you subscribed and help me to grow this channel.